What's going on, gearheads and timber titans? Welcome back to Tech Beast TV, your front row seat to the most powerful machines on the planet. Today, we're diving deep into the wild world of logging, from taking down forest giants that kiss the clouds to the incredible iron beasts that haul them out. Get ready for some serious horsepower, mudslinging action, and pure American grit. Let's roll. All right, folks, gather round and hold on to your hats, because you're about to witness a real-life David versus Goliath, Forest Edition. Deep in America's rugged backcountry, where the air is crisp and the trees are older than your grandpa's favorite armchair, these skilled lumberjacks are squaring off against a genuine giant. This isn't just any tree. We're talking old-growth timber, potentially hundreds of years old, towering over everything. Armed with nothing but nerves of steel and professional-grade chainsaws, maybe a Style MS 880 Magnum roaring with its 121.6 cc engine, they're making calculated cuts. Notice the precision. The face cut determines the direction of fall, absolutely critical. Then they're hammering wedges like they're playing whack-a-mole with Mother Nature, adding pressure to guide the fall. You can practically smell the fresh-cut pine and the tension. Will it timber perfectly, or will it barber chair on them? This ain't just chopping wood. It's a high-stakes ballet with gravity, physics, and years of experience, ending with a ground-shaking kaboom that'll echo like the 4th of July. What a takedown.
Oh, there she goes.
Pure skill right there. Okay, from forest heavyweight champ to the processing powerhouse. Now that the giant is down, check out this bad boy. A tractor-mounted hydraulic log splitter that means serious business. Forget swinging a maul until your back screams, "Uncle." This setup uses a hefty articulated crane, likely integrated with the tractor's power takeoff, to hoist logs bigger than a Thanksgiving turkey onto the splitting platform. Now, getting that hard-earned timber out of the woods is where the real adventure begins. Forget paved highways, this ain't no Sunday drive through suburbia. This heavy-hauling logging truck, probably a Kenworth or Peterbilt rig built for abuse and loaded down like a Black Friday shopper with tens of thousands of pounds of logs, is wrestling with a muddy back road that looks like it lost a fight with a swamp monster. Those massive, deep-tread tires are churning, fighting for every inch of grip. The differential lock's likely engaged. And oh boy, look sharp. It's inching across a makeshift log bridge that screams, "Liability waiver." That requires immense driver skill and steady nerves. One wrong move here, folks. One slip off those logs, and it's a real bad day at the office, potentially costing thousands in recovery and repairs. Hats off to the driver, navigating this beast through terrain that'd make a stock Jeep wave the white flag. This is pure grit on 18 wheels. Time to get organized, people. After surviving the mud pit, it's time to handle the processed wood. Feast your eyes on this slick piece of machinery, a farm tractor, maybe a John Deere or K-Serai H in the 100 horsepower range, rocking a front-end loader attachment with a hydraulic grapple that's smoother than a jazz solo. From high up in the captain's chair, the operator wields that claw with the precision of a surgeon, or maybe like winning the giant claw game at the state fair. Except this one actually grabs the prize every time. It scoops up those neat stacks of firewood, swinging them onto the trailer like they're weightless, though each bundle could weigh hundreds of pounds. This isn't just muscle, it's brains and brawn working together, utilizing the tractor's hydraulic flow and pressure efficiently, stacking them high and tight for the ride out. Efficiency in motion, making short work of a big job. That's how you load her up. All right, let's head back deep into the wilderness, where the real workhorses roam, handling the big stuff. Check out the king of the jungle gym, the mighty excavator. This track titan, maybe a Caterpillar 330 or a Komatsu PC 290, sporting a specialized logging grapple attachment that looks like it could snatch a pickup truck, makes navigating that rough, uneven forest floor look like child's play thanks to its independent track control. Watch this beast stretch out its boom and stick, reaching way out to grab logs so big they probably have their own zip codes. It lifts literal tons of timber, swinging them around with a surprising grace, like a 300-pound linebacker doing ballet. The operator's got to be laser-focused, feathering those controls, placing these multi-ton giants onto the logging truck just right, ensuring the load is balanced. This is where raw diesel horsepower meets untamed nature, folks. Absolutely breathtaking, scale and power. Hold my non-alcoholic beverage and watch this. If you thought your souped-up 4x4 was tough, you ain't seen nothing yet. This ain't just a tractor, it's a purpose-built, articulated forwarder, maybe a John Deere or Ponce model, a multi-wheeled mud monster born for one thing, conquering terrain that would swallow lesser machines whole. Look at it churn through goo so deep you could lose a cowboy boot in it. Those 8 massive tires, often on bogie axles, provide incredible flotation and traction. Loaded down with a full payload of timber, its articulating body lets it twist and turn through tight spots like a mechanical snake navigating an obstacle course. This beast just digs in and refuses to quit, proving that when the going gets tough, the tough build incredible machines like this, costing upwards of $500,000. Back in the relative civilization of the sawmill or workshop, things get a little weird. We're not talking nice straight lumber from the home improvement store. Nope, this is a massive gnarly log with more curves than Lombard Street in San Francisco, demanding a special touch. Enter the big kahuna, the vertical band saw. Look at the size of that blade, inches wide and incredibly long, running over 2 large wheels. It takes a whole team, or sometimes clever hydraulic manipulators, just to wrestle this awkward behemoth into place. Okay, brace yourselves for the industrial strength munch machine, the wood chipper. Forget your garden variety electric shredder you use for twigs. This thing has an appetite like a starving grizzly bear. Logs large and small, sometimes whole trees depending on the chipper's size. Some can handle diameters over 20 inches. Ride the conveyor belt or are fed by a knuckle boom loader straight into the belly of the beast, like groceries on a checkout line from heck. Inside, a massive heavy drum or disc armed with super tough, hardened steel knives is spinning at incredible RPMs. Faster than a politician's promise, obliterating solid wood into neat little chips in seconds flat. The noise is incredible. The dust is flying. It's pure mechanical mayhem. This machine doesn't mess around, turning waste wood or whole trees into valuable biomass fuel, mulch, or the raw material for particle board and paper. A noisy, powerful, and strangely satisfying display of brute force recycling. Uh-oh, even the toughest guys get stuck sometimes. It happens to the best of them out here in the unpredictable wilderness. Our rugged Belarus tractor, usually the dependable hero of the forest, known for its simple, tough design, has met its match in a nasty patch of mud and muck that looks like melted chocolate ice cream. Those agricultural tires, not really designed for this level of swamp, are spinning faster than a record on payday, just digging themselves deeper. But wait, logger code means you don't leave a buddy behind. Here comes the cavalry. Another heavy hitter, maybe that forwarder or another capable tractor, rolls up, deploying the winch. That thick steel cable, rated for thousands of pounds, goes taut. The rescuing machine digs in, and inch by muddy inch, the rescue begins. It's a slow, tense pull, a real nail-biter, showing that sometimes you need a friend and some serious horsepower to get out of sticky situations. All right, sometimes you gotta work smarter, not harder, especially when dealing with serious weight. Check out this clever setup. Got a log bigger than your living room couch? Too awkward to grab with a grapple or maybe stuck in a tight spot? No problemo. Hook up the winch, likely a heavy-duty hydraulic unit running off that tractor's power takeoff PTO system, which transfers engine power directly to implements. That heavy steel cable with a choker hook bites into the log, and slowly but surely, the winch starts reeling in that monster log like it's Moby Dick on a super-strength fishing line. It's pure physics, folks, using mechanical advantage via gears and the cable drum to drag tons of timber across the ground without breaking your back or overstressing the machine. Just gotta guide it gently, maybe using snatch blocks to change direction towards the processing zone or landing. Sometimes a good steady pull beats a risky lift any day. And the hits just keep coming. The forest rings again with that familiar, high-revving buzzsaw symphony as our loggers face off against another leafy skyscraper. You get good at this, or you don't last long. But these guys are pros, not rookies. Watch the textbook technique, clearing the brush around the base for safety, planning the escape route, then making that perfect angled felling cut, the undercut or notch, pointing exactly where they want it to fall, away from the uh-oh zone. That powerful style chainsaw, maybe the legendary MS-460, a favorite among pros for its power-to-weight ratio, digs in deep for the back cut, leaving just enough hinge wood to control the fall. It's spitting out wood chips like confetti at a ticker tape parade. You can feel the anticipation build. Listen close for that crackle. And timber. Down she goes with a mighty groan that shakes the very ground. Just another day at the office for these incredibly skilled, and let's be honest, brave crews. Another giant bites the dust. All right, folks, let's shift gears and witness a different kind of beast. Grab your rubber boots for a serious mud wrestling showdown. Deep in America's wild backwoods, or perhaps the equally challenging terrains elsewhere these trucks operate, where roads are more suggestion than pavement, the mighty Komatsu logging truck is locked in mortal combat with a swampy quagmire. These Russian-built trucks are legendary for their toughness. Those multiple driven axles and all-wheel drive tires churn like a blender at a tailgate party gone wild, clawing for grip and muck thicker than Grandma's Thanksgiving gravy. Hold on to your hats. We're going sky high for this next one. Up in the canopy, maybe 80, 90 feet off the deck, a fearless tree climber, a professional arborist perhaps, is strapped in like a rodeo champ on a bucking bronco, ready to tango with a forest giant piece by piece. This is often necessary in tighter spots or near structures. Wielding a specialized, lighter-weight climbing chainsaw, maybe a top-handle steel or Husqvarna, the kind that'd make any DIY dad jealous but requires expert handling, they carefully carve sections, controlling the fall. Get ready for an off-road masterclass. Winter Edition, or maybe Spring Thaw Edition. This ain't your average farm tractor. It's that Forestry forwarder again, a purpose-built green beast designed to laugh at deep snowdrifts and slick mud pits that'd swallow a standard four-wheel drive pickup whole. Its monster tires, sometimes fitted with chains for extra bite, claw through terrain like a grizzly bear digging for dinner, while the articulated chassis twists and pivots smoother than a square dancer executing a doozy-do. Loaded down with several cords of wood, this rig's hauling more weight than a Thanksgiving buffet spread across multiple tables. It's engineered for the wildest corners of America's forests, operating in conditions that would shut down other operations. Watch it power through snow and slush, proving red, white, and blue ingenuity, or in this case, maybe Scandinavian engineering brilliance, doesn't quit. This forwarder's the undisputed MVP of rugged all-weather timber transport. From the forest floor to the factory floor, welcome back to the sawmill hustle. First up, precision maintenance. We're sharpening a massive bandsaw blade, perhaps using an automated sharpener, ensuring each tooth is perfectly profiled and honed sharper than a razor at an old-school barbershop quartet convention. It's meticulous work, like tuning a vintage Gibson guitar for a Grand Ole Opry gig. Then the real show begins. A massive vertical bandsaw, guided by laser lines, slices through logs thicker than a linebacker's neck, like a hot knife through butter, revealing grain patterns prettier than a sunset over the Smoky Mountains. The hydraulic carriage feeds the timber, steady as a metronome, turning raw, round wood into square cants or finished lumber faster than you can say, home improvement project. This is where raw nature meets American industry, blending precision computerized controls with raw, untamed power. It's the heartbeat of the wood products game. Time to flex some serious muscle in the log yard. Meet the big yellow articulated wheel loader, maybe a Cat 950 or a John Deere 744, a true beast rocking specialized log forks, or a grapple attachment bigger than a monster truck's tires. With powerful hydraulic arms stronger than a strongman competitor at a county fair hoisting Atlas stones, it scoops up multiple logs weighing several tons, more than a small car, stacking them onto trucks or into neat piles like a pro at a world championship barbecue cook-off arranging ribs. The operator's smoother than a cool jazz solo on a hot summer night, weaving through tight spaces thanks to that slick, articulated steering that allows the machine to pivot in the middle. This machine's all about high-volume power and finesse, sorting timber faster than a kid sorting a mountain of Halloween candy. It's the backbone of log yard logistics. Now, the brutal challenge shifts. A heavily laden white logging truck confronts the treacherous climb. Look closely at this unforgiving road. Perilously steep, claustrophobically narrow, choked with blinding dust and treacherous, loose soil. Listen to the engine roar, a desperate cry against the crushing weight of harvested giants chained to its back. Feel the mounting tension as the drive wheels spin furiously, clawing, desperately searching for any semblance of grip on the unstable, unforgiving surface. Every single inch gained is a hard-fought victory against gravity itself. Can this powerful rig maintain its vital momentum? The driver wrestles with the wheel, skillfully navigating deep ruts and hidden rocks, the entire chassis groaning under the colossal, shifting load. One wrong move, one momentary loss of traction, could spell disaster, leaving tons of timber perilously stranded. The dust billows like a shroud, obscuring the struggle, amplifying the suspense. Will it conquer this brutal hill? Hold your breath, folks. This is next level crazy, pushing the limits. Our articulated forwarder, the hero of Scene 6, is now diving headfirst into a mud and water pit deeper than a Mississippi catfish hole after a spring flood. Those massive wheels are half drowned, churning relentlessly like a giant industrial blender, making swamp stew at a 4th of July picnic gone wrong. The high-torque diesel engines screaming louder than a banshee in a hurricane, pushing this fully timber-loaded beast, weighing maybe 30 tons or more, right to its operational breaking point. That articulated steering is the absolute MVP here, letting this multi-million-dollar rig twist and contort through goo that looks thick enough to walk on, almost. This is extreme off-roading, logging style, where machines are built tougher than a linebacker's helmet and operators need nerves of solid steel. Will it sink or swim? The tension's tighter than a banjo string. What a machine! And rounding out our heavy lifters in the yard, say hello to the sleek and powerful Volvo L60F wheel loader, another major player in the log yard's heavy hitter league. Rocking a beefy log grapple specifically designed for handling timber efficiently, this Swedish-engineered beast grabs massive logs like it's picking up a foot-long hot dog at a major league ballgame. Wow! From the heart-stopping crack of a falling giant to the relentless power of these specialized machines battling mud, snow, and massive weight, you've seen the incredible effort it takes to bring timber from the forest to the mill. It's a tough job, demanding skill, bravery, and some seriously impressive engineering. Huge thanks for joining us on Tech Beast TV today. If you love seeing these mechanical marvels in action, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Your support helps us keep bringing you bigger, better, and beastlier content. Until next time, keep those engines roaring